Well, welcome back into TF. My friend Tiffany Schultz is back from the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. Happy New Year as we kick things off. Finances, new finances. We come off the holiday season each and every year. Oh my goodness. You spend, earn all those points, enjoy all the fun. Now comes the payback.
Those
Literally.
January credit card bills can get ugly. And if you're somebody who's paying back what you spent over the holidays and possibly then some, we have some good tips for you on how you can go about tackling that.
All right, take a deep breath. Here we go. One step at a time. First one I'd like is the setting some goals. Like, just set some goals. Like, don't take this all at once. I think if there was a message today, take it in short chunks, right?
Everybody has New Year's resolutions, whether it's to be more on time at work or get things done around the house. Maybe even reduce debt is one and get into a more financial savvy footing. We got some tips that can help you out here.
So inventory your credit cards. What can you do with the inventory?
This is a good one. We may have credit cards out there that we don't even know we have, right? You apply for a credit card and maybe you haven't used it in a long time. Why is it open? So inventory what you have. Look at the balances on the cards that you have and the interest rate. Sometimes all it takes is a phone call to the credit card issuer asking if they can do better on the rate. And when they can do better on the rate and you carry a balance on that card, you're going to have more money in your pocket or more money to put towards the debt on the account.
What about utilizing balance transfers between cards?
This is a great thing to do too. If you can roll over a balance to a 0% interest credit card for 24 to 36 months, go ahead and do that. But make sure that you can afford to make the payment, because a lot of these credit cards work that if the balance is not paid off by the end of the promotional term, what's going to happen is they're going to stick you with the interest for that whole 36 months. So you want to read that fine print before you go ahead and use that balance transfer.
Take advantage of free online tools to help you manage that. Now, this one could be a scam too, because there's so many like, hey, we'll help you refinance. We'll help you do this. We'll help. So finding those tools, you got to take some time to research it.
There's some good tools out there that can help you manage your debt, but you need to do some homework before you start using them. Are you going to be using an app? Are you going to be using a website? Are you going to be developing your own spreadsheet? Read the privacy policies. Read what type of information they're collecting on you. Are there charges to use the software? Are there any fees involved down the road? You're going to want to know all of that and read reviews before you go ahead and sign up for it, because this really is your financial information you're sharing with these apps and websites.
What would constitute in your mind a legit business? So determining that legit business. This is like a whole topic that we've talked about, so I just throw that out there. But if you're trying to determine that they are legit, what's some things we could look for?
You need to do a full review on the business. First of all, look at the website. Is it free and clear of grammatical and spelling errors? If you're finding a website with a lot of errors on it, that should be a red flag that something is wrong. Is there complete contact information on there? If you have any questions, a phone number, an email address, call that phone number. Does it work? Look up reviews online. Head on over to BBB. Do we have any information on the company? If you can't find any information with us, go to your internet browser, type in the company name followed by customer complaints or customer reviews. See what other people have to say about it. If there's a scam out there about the app or website, that might be a red flag to go elsewhere.
Yeesh. And then the budgeting process. I think if there was a time here where people look at their budgets, this is probably the time, because again, setting those New Year goals. But there's a lot of ways of doing that.
If you don't have a budget, it's probably a good time to start. Budget your mortgage payments, your fixed expenses like your utilities, your groceries. You can do that by a spreadsheet. There's apps out there, there's websites out there to help you along. It's really a good summary of your expenses and where you can cut and where you can put money towards something else. And maybe even getting that daily coffee could go towards something else.
How dare you?
Sorry,
How
Jeremy.
dare you go after my coffee? No, make the coffee at home, folks. Make it at home and bring it to work. Bring it to wherever you're going. Ultimately, again, kind of going back to the beginning of this, setting some priorities, taking it chunk by chunk. There's so many different platforms out there and stuff to do it. So you don't have to do this one alone, I guess, is what I'm getting at, because there are so many great resources out there.
Ask friends and family, too, for some recommendations. What are they using? And if it's coming from a testimonial from somebody that you trust, you still need to do your homework on it, see if it's a good fit for you, and if you find something with a red flag. But it's a good starting point, because there really are so many opportunities out there, free opportunities, paid opportunities. Where do you start?
I think these tips are great. Like, these give you the basic starting spot to, like, try something. And if it doesn't work, you can always try something different, right?
Right. I always look through my bank statement every month, and I see what I spent, and it's kind of a good reminder of, hey, you probably don't need to be stopping there as much as you are.
Guilty as charged. All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. If people want to learn more, or start the new year off right, or just stay involved in what's going on out there in the world of everything BBB oriented, how can they do so?
Head on over to bbb.org.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.